My name is Delilah. I am 29 years old and I live in Houston, Texas. I work as a wedding planner. My husband's name is Stephen. He is 33 years old. He is a lawyer. We met at work 10 years ago and got married 1 year later. We were happy. We shared dreams and supported each other. I thought our love was strong and real, but I was wrong. My younger sister's name is Phoebe. Our parents always told us to stay together and love each other. Our parents died in a car accident 12 years ago. I was completely broken, but I had to stay strong for Phoebe. I became like a mother to her. I worked hard, made sacrifices, and did everything I could to give her a better future. I worked hard for 8 years to take care of Phoebe and build a better life for us. Phoebe moved to New York for her studies. I felt proud of how far we had come. My life was not perfect, but it felt peaceful. After 4 years, Phoebe came back home. She was 22 years old now. She looked very pretty and confident. I was happy to see Phoebe again after so long. But the moment my husband saw her, he froze. He kept staring at her like he had never seen someone so beautiful. He did not even realize she was my sister, and in that moment, something inside me felt off. I asked him, "Stephen, why are you looking at her like that?" He did not answer. He just looked down and stayed silent. At first, I thought I was just overthinking. My sister and my husband? No way. But then I began to feel that something was not right. Stephen was no longer the same. He became distant. He stopped talking to me with love. It felt like my own sister did not care about my feelings at all. One night, Stephen came home very angry. He looked into my eyes and said, "You are pregnant with another man's baby." I was completely shocked. It was a lie, a terrible lie. I had done nothing wrong. Hearing those words from the man I loved broke my heart. I begged him to stop and listen. I said, "Please try to understand. I would never do something like this. I would never cheat on you." But he refused to believe me. He blamed me without proof. And still, I ignored the pain and kept loving him. One Thursday, I went to the mall to buy a few things. I had no idea what was waiting for me. I saw Stephen and Phoebe walking together, holding hands like a couple. My heart broke. I quietly followed them, hoping I was wrong. But then Stephen took her into a jewelry store. I stood outside and watched as he put a ring on her finger. My husband, the man I loved and trusted, was giving a ring to my own sister. I could not breathe. My hands began to shake. I could not believe what I was seeing. It felt like a nightmare, but it was real. My life was falling apart right in front of my eyes. The next day, I saw them laughing together in the sitting room like nothing had happened. I stood at the door and said, "Wow, my husband and my sister in my own house." I looked at Phoebe and asked, "Did you ever think about me? About the sister who raised you? About our parents?" She said nothing. I asked again, "Did you forget about me when you hugged him?" She whispered, "I did not plan this, but he loves me now." "You did not fall in love, Phoebe," I said. "You fell into shame. You did not just steal my husband, you buried your own sister." Stephen said, "Phoebe will stay here now. She will live on the upper floor. If you want to stay, you can live downstairs. If not, the door is open." My heart stopped beating. My eyes were full of tears. The man I once called my husband was now treating me like a stranger in my own home. That night, everything inside me changed. I could not sleep. I could not eat. My life became dark. I kept asking myself, what did I do to deserve this? But deep down, I knew I trusted the wrong man. Phoebe tried to talk to me, but I stayed silent. I could not even look at her face. She said, "I never planned this," but her words could not fix what she broke. I was hurt. One night, I heard Phoebe crying. She was on the floor shaking. I ran to her. She looked at me and said, "I am sorry. I did not want this." I said, "You destroyed our bond. Today, you belong to no one." The next morning, I packed my bag. I decided to leave the house. Phoebe stopped me. She held my hand and cried. She said, "This is your home. I am the one who was wrong. Please stay." I looked at her. My heart broke again. I said, "Even after everything you did, I still feel your pain, but I can't live like this anymore. I will leave not because you deserve peace, but because I still love you as my sister." And then I walked out of that house forever. Stephen looked at me. He was not sorry. He was proud. Then I understood the truth. He never loved me. He also never loved Phoebe. He used both of us. He treated me very badly. He hurt me with his words. I felt small and weak, but I knew one thing. Phoebe would not live with him for long, and I was right. I stopped thinking about Stephen. I began to feel free. Day by day, I became stronger. I moved to a small house. I used the money I had and opened a small salon. I worked hard every day. Slowly, I started to feel better. I smiled again. I was not lost anymore. After some days, Phoebe also left him. One evening, she came to me crying. Her clothes were torn and she looked weak and tired. She cried loudly. She said, "Please forgive me. I made a big mistake. I hurt you, but I still love you as my sister." She was wrong, but she told the truth. I forgave her, but I never thought about Stephen again. I knew Stephen was a selfish man. But she was my little sister. Stephen was my husband, but he destroyed my peace and happiness. I lost myself with him, but I found myself again with her. Now we live together. I gave her a place to work with me at the salon. It's been 5 years. We are not perfect, but we are happy and we are strong. Remember, respect is not a gift. It is your right, Every young girl must know that. We all make mistakes. That is life. But do not stay stuck in guilt forever. Forgive yourself because forgiveness heals the heart. Hate only hurts you more. If love feels like pain, it is not real love. It is a warning. Protect your heart. Trust yourself. You are strong. If you liked this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.